Hello, growers. Want to boost your sales, reach new customers, and streamline your sales process, all from your home office? Ready Farmer 1, my book, is your ultimate guide to making it happen. Imagine increasing your farm's revenue without ever spending a Saturday at the farmer's market. The book will show you how to create, design, and market an online farm store. Learn from real farmers sharing real stories about how they move their stores online, freeing up their weekends and increasing their sales. Get my book, Ready Farmer 1, on Amazon and transform your farm business today.
If you look at starting with working with some scientists at the beginning, knowing that we have longer term studies right now, what are kind of some of the bullet points of where we're at now from the science side of things? Because a lot of people are always like, pounding the table, show me the science, show me the science. So given today with biochar research, where do you think are kind of the unquestionable or more or less scientific knowns at this point based upon work over the past few decades?
Let's see if I could summarize it. Char itself, we want to know what the mechanisms are. What makes it do the things that it's claimed to do? Keeping in mind that I won't do the same things in every situation. But I think I always talk about three things that it provides to microbes. So it provides housing. So you've got all this surface area. And it's, got pores at every scale. So it's got macropores because you take wood or even straw or something and you char it. The vascular structure and the cellular structure is preserved in that char. And so all the carbon atoms link up when you char it and make it very strong. I mean, it's brittle, but in some ways it's strong in that it can't be broken down by microbes easily. And so you have all these little, cell walls and vascular pores and stuff. So it's very porous. And then you even have, nanoporosity. And that's just because of the way the carbon atoms the molecules kind of jumble up. If you ever heard of carbon nanotubes, I mean, so there's also a whole nother realm of applications for biochar that have to do with material science. So char is being used in electronics, as electricity conductor. It's being used to block infrared radiation and even, like microwave radiation, because it has these really interesting electrical properties. So it's two things: it's porosity with surface area. All those surfaces are electrically active. So that's what gives it cation exchange capacity, for instance. And also it has this impact on microbes where it promotes better, more efficient metabolism by something that's called direct interspecies electron transfer. So it gives them a place to live. So surface area, because microbes like to sit down when they eat, so they can attach to something. And when they're sitting on this surface that's got these electrical properties, because aromatic carbon ring, a carbon molecule in char looks like a hexagon. It's a six-sided ring. And that's what they call a benzene ring, because it's really the basis of so much organic chemistry, right? So it's the guy who first discovered it as part of benzene, which is one aromatic carbon ring with some other stuff on it. I don't remember the formula for it. And that's an interesting story. His name was Kekulé. This was back in the late 1800s. And he was trying to figure out the structure of this carbon. And he had a dream about the Ouroboros, which is the snake that eats its own tail. And he woke up the next morning, he said, that's it. that what's happening with that ring is the electrons are free to circulate around it. So that's what gives us the electrical properties. So you have sheets and sheets of this stuff in the biochar. Some people may have heard of graphene. That's another kind of high-tech nanomaterial. They're making graphene tubes, and they just have really interesting electrical, like semiconductor type properties. So those free electrons are there for microbes, and microbes can live on the surfaces, and they can access those electrons because in their metabolism, sometimes they need an electron to complete a reaction, a metabolic reaction. And sometimes they need to give one up. And so when they're on this substrate that is conductive and has free electrons, they can not only improve their metabolic efficiency, but they can also more easily exchange electrons with other microbes. So you get increased diversity. And we all know that, biological diversity is how we get health, right? Whether it's in our bodies or in the environment. So I would say, one of the main things that biochar does is it promotes microbial life and microbial diversity, and you get more stable, more resilient soils from that.
Hello, growers. Want to boost your sales, reach new customers, and streamline your sales process, all from your home office? Ready Farmer 1, my book, is your ultimate guide to making it happen. Imagine increasing your farm's revenue without ever spending a Saturday at the farmer's market. The book will show you how to create, design, and market an online farm store, learn from real farmers sharing real stories about how they move their stores online, freeing up their weekends and increasing their sales. Get my book, Ready Farmer 1, on Amazon and transform your farm business today.